Hello everyone, it's Cassie here at Wild Writing in the Time of Corona. I thought I'd do a special workshop today because it's the last day of 2020 and throughout the year, well at least since March, I've been running these poetry workshops, and I think that I would like to mark the last day of the year with a poem. And so I've done a workshop that if you'd like to take part in, that would be great. And if not, you might just like to listen to what I've tried to write today. So instead of doing my usual 6 random prompts, I thought we could today have 6 things that we'd like to remember from the year. And I know for some people it's been a very trying year. I think for all of us it's been a very different year, but obviously we've all faced our own challenges during it. So I thought that that might be a way of writing it, if you'd like to think of 6 different things that you think you'll remember. If perhaps you don't want to take that route, then I suggest that you take the elements of earth, air, wind, fire and water, which I know are only 5 that I've chosen. But I think whichever you choose, it's a way of maybe remembering and maybe structuring. And I think that the last day of the year is often a good day for reflecting. Tomorrow often brings its challenges in terms of looking forward, but today I chose to look back. And the things that I thought that I would remember, just to show you how I've done this one, I thought I would have the idea of steps, and that was linked to me to the earth and the idea of walking and being able to walk forward. But also, of course, we can always turn back. That's something we can't do to time. The air, I took the idea of breathing, and that then took me to the idea of ventilators, which obviously have helped people to breathe when they can't do it for themselves. The wind, I remembered a very windy walk that I'd had on a place near me up a steep hill, and the wind was so strong it was making my eyes run. The fire, last night and indeed tonight on New Year's Eve, I'm going to make myself a little bonfire outside and sit and watch the flames, and all around me is snow, so I thought that was quite a dramatic image. And the water, I was lucky enough at the start of the year in February to go to the place where 3 oceans meet, the Indian Ocean and the Arabian Sea, and another ocean as well that for the moment I've temporarily forgotten. And those were just 5 things. But that set me in train of thinking about how time moves on, and how things change. And it seemed to for me to crystallize into the idea of a kind of circle and moving onwards. And this is the poem I wrote, and I have to say that it's not particularly cheery, although it's not meant to be as downhearted as perhaps it sounds. In fact, it's, as I said, the central idea really was about the turning of the seasons and how we know with some certainty that will always happen. So this is the poem I wrote. So the seasons turn. The full moon will wane to a sliver. Lungs rise and fall. It's part of our design. One breath at a time. Roll him over. Turn him prone. Let's help him to breathe on his own. Little steps onward into the unknown. For we are all explorers, birthed into a world. We grow, we know, we love, we try not to die. Facing forward, we step into a dark, icy world. Turning back, a luxury we keep in our back pocket, just in case. If we are lucky, we'll see earth, rain, wind and fire. Find our calm, feel the heat of desire. As another year slips into the record books, seasons turn, our sun will shine again. Consider this day a beginning, as is each day, each step, each breath, just as blowing out the candles, closing our eyes to sleep, is our own daily death. As I say, that sounds possibly at the end a little grim, but I think I've taken the idea of closing your eyes or blowing out candles as going into the darkness from which we will emerge. I hope you liked today's poem. It's one I very much wanted to write. I don't think it's quite as good as it could be, but I may try and polish it. And it's my poem on the last day of the year. But I will be back in a couple of days on the 7th day of this little cycle to do a very different sort of poem, and I hope that you may join me then, and we'll continue to share and to enjoy poetry, the writing of it and the reading of it. Until then, you take care, and from myself and Wild Writing in the Time of Corona, I wish you a very happy and happy and healthy, I think, New Year. You take care. Bye-bye.